Huh. What's going on? So, all right. It's live. Yes. So, where is it? Where did I put it? My hands. Ah, there. I think I did something. Hey, Johan. Hey, Mick. Yes, lots of live streams. Like some were just spontaneous. This one, I knew I would do it. I've got some stuff I'm pretty excited about in the mail. And today I went to a charity shop. Johan here would know the Stadsmission, Stockholm Stadsmission, and I found this. Skylt, which is Björn and Helen Skylt. Swedish loner folk, private press. I knew nothing about it before I got this, but this song is kind of like a Swedish Nico. Kind of folkish, bluegrassish, Swedish folk. So it's a couple, or brother and sister, I don't know. Very little info about them. Yeah, I found two things. I finally got the trick about the Stadsmission, Johan. They gave me the secret. I really like this.
Nattlig frost och kyligt strängt klimat river, biter världssjälen i kinden. Dagar blev till år, år till decennier, så vidare i skuggor att aldrig vakna mer. 10-falt, ja 100-falt skall ni hava åter. Om blott ni giver mig min själ.
The next one I got from the charity shop. I think I saw it when it came out and I passed, even if I was mildly interested.
10-falt, ja 100-falt skall ni hava åter.
I don't know them, Johan.
Om blott ni giver mig min själ.
So yeah, I'll show the next one and I'll be opening some stuff. So next one, finding this. That was so strange. Blake Hargreaves, Improvisations on the Pipe Organs of Europe. So basically, he went to several churches in Europe. Here's the list. Chiesa di San Filippo Neri, Genova. Justin Kirche, Horst, Saint-Nicolas du Chardonnay, Paris, Den Haag, Berlin, another one in Paris on l'île Saint-Louis, Prague, Budapest, Frankfurt. It was $10. I thought like you can do worse. Aero as well, Ryan. Yeah, I could listen to it in the charity shop. They had like turntable with headphones with only one ear functioning. And I thought, yeah, this is probably worth $10. It's I looked it up. It's limited to 300 copies. I really like the cover, like kind of amateurish in a way, but like the color on reversed cardboard, so textured a little bit. So I got a few things. All right, Ricarda, you're not blocked. You are mistakenly blocked, and you will be unblocked as soon as Davis figures out how we can unblock you. I've tried. I've looked. It's been really strange. We'll figure it out. This one I have no idea what it is. It apparently came from the US. Might be Anthrax. I don't even know. I don't think it's a CD. It might be a CD. I don't know who this is from. How do I open this? Alright. Yeah, it's a CD. What is this? Huh. Alright. It's a CD from Bilal Abdurrahman, the guy from the East New York Ensemble de Musique, the Folkways jazz record. Let me see. Now, this I know what it is. If you like, I think you'll love this, Ricarda. Hi, Tim. So this is a Japanese fanzine from '88. Look at the quality of the package with its own obi. And tons of goodies. So there is the fanzine in itself, and tons of inserts, booklet, picture of Pussy Galore. Oh, still unopened. I don't know what that is. But why did I get this? Because it came along with this. Roswell Ryan will be happy with this. This is the current '93 Nurse with Wound split single with exclusive tracks to this. And this was one of the very few Nurse with Wound records I'm missing. And I could have gotten it without the fanzine for cheap, but I mean, this thing is so beautiful. It's in Japanese and in English. Oh my god, what is this? So much stuff. Oh, like this is about Richard Kern's movies. Interview with Richard Kern by Supernatural.org. And it's its own booklet within the whole. This is insane. I don't know how much it must have cost to produce this, but that's a labor of love. But yeah, so it's kind of timely that I get this today, as I also got this from sender's name Lyles. So I kind of know what that is. Yes, the new Nurse with Wound album, Opium Cabaret. One of the four variants. Yeah, exquisite, Ricardo. So this one, I haven't even listened to it. Oh, I can put it on right now. But the next package is what I think a lot of you will be interested in. So let's put the new studio album by Nurse with Wound. Pressing. There's a little bit of a warping. I will have to tell them about this. So yes, Nurse with Wound, Opium Cabaret. I haven't heard any clips of this. Here are the four variants of the cover. So this is a Nurse with Wound edition. 2 Nurse with Wound records. So this now. This came from Sound Home. This is the first part of an order I've had since last year. Right, so it's just a small part of the order, I see. I have no idea what it will be then. Oh! Okay, so it's not that exciting. Sorry, it's only one record. I guess they're shipping the rest. So yeah, finally, this is my Ariel Calma second box of Ariel Calma, French dude. Here was the first one. Both on Black Sweat record. So this is kind of outsider music by this guy, this French guy who went to India, Australia. He lives in Australia right now. He's quite ill. He's got cancer, but he's still cheerful. And this is music from 1974 to 1985. His archives, mostly electroacoustic stuff, recorded at the GRM and on various studios. Yeah, no, Ricardo, I didn't have to sue them, but like, yeah, they left this by the door. in the sun. Not very good, huh? Ah well, I got it. That's all that counts. But I will complain a little bit. And this box set was quite cheap. I mean, for the 4 LP unreleased stuff, I think it was like 60 euros, maybe 65. Plus, with the Sound Dome, if you're a member, you get like a 10% discount. Let's see. Yeah, there's an additional booklet. And yeah, codes. Yeah, Ariel Kalma's music is very psychedelic. I'm really happy with the Nurse Susan record. Really, really happy with it. So this incarnation of Nurse's Wound was Andrew Lyles, Colin Potter, and Stephen Stapleton. Woody, dark chrome. Nurse's Wound is not always like that. Eric. Yeah, Rainbow Heart. Part 1 was excellent. Really good value for the money. I didn't get it straight away, but just thinking a little bit about how many copies can they have produced of this. Unlikely there will be ever a repress of that. Oh, I love the design. Each one its own color. So let's see. Yeah, I thought that my order from Soundhome would be something else. With something like 20 records. So, sorry about expectations. This is going to be a much shorter stream. Or maybe not, we'll see. Maybe we'll talk about stuff. Yeah, so this is lots of, it's like a scrapbook. So Ariel Kalma, he plays the flute, the saxophone, the clarinet, the didgeridoo, and tape manipulation. Wow. Brody, am I a fan of AC/DC? Of course I am. Like, how would I be listening to music otherwise? That's a great invention. Like, that's a very strange question. How could you suspect I wouldn't be? Hey, Alex. Ah, good on you. So you can vouch on it, huh? Do you have the first one, Alex? How does it compare to the first one? I suspect that I will like this even more, since the first one is still on the new agey side of Ariel Kalma. Oh, this is gorgeous. Really dark, but at the same time soothing. I'm quite close to be ready to do a Nurse Zoom video, maybe a few ones actually. There's only 2 records I'm missing from Nurse Zoom right now. And I've got them actually. It's just that they're not in Europe. They are the friend in the US who needs to ship something like 100 records to me, so it's not easy. And there's also 3 reissues of stuff I have, but with bonus material. Other than that, I might have one of the most obsessive Nurse's Wound. Oh my god, this is so good. Yeah, for you folks out there who are not sure, who don't know, Nurse's Wound is my favorite band, the only band I'm a fan of. No, it's not Eric, it's not that one. It's okay. I'll give up the pick. The one I've been waiting. Okay, so do you guys want to see what a 650 euro brand new record looks like? This is a 25 copies limited edition. This is number 20, obviously. This is an original painting collage by Stephen Stapleton on the first of the 2 album set. And this is the second one. Also, original artwork cover. I mean, it's a painting glued on the passepartout, glued on the cover. Bye, Ricardo. Let's talk later. And they both come in this stamped Astrodor inner sleeve, and both have hand carved labels. There's no labels, basically. They hand carve like an esoteric thing. Kind of looks like a Nurse with Wound. Musimbo's calligraphy, but I think it's the opposite. It looks very like childish, and they sound absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Alex, maybe a little bit of a Basinski feel, but Basinski feels more aerial. This is more grounded to earth, a little bit under earth, maybe underwater as well. Yeah, you can't see here, but there's textures. It's quite. It doesn't look much until you look at it closely, where you see the. It's pretty cool. So yeah, this is by far the most I've paid for a new record ever. I'm still hurting from that. Oh, I didn't see that, Johan. Bye. Talk later. Hope to see you in Stockholm this summer. yeah, so we basically listened to this, to the very new Nurse with Wound album together for the first time. I'm sure this is not for everyone, but it's for me since 1994, I believe. And yeah, this is turning out to be a pretty large part of my music history. And I'm always anxious because, like, this Nurse with Wound with Current 93 I got recently. I didn't miss it, I just didn't like it. And I just thought, like, this is one Nurse with Wound record I don't need to have. And you know, when you look at your Discogs list and you see green, 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 and some gaps. And there's two Nurse with Wound records I identified on vinyl that I don't like. One of these was this one. And I gave it a chance every now and then, every other year I guess I just check it out. And last time I checked it, and he finally had it on Bandcamp, the whole of it. And there's one track on this. The second half of it is gorgeous. It starts from something more pastoral, more friendly, folkish, and it goes into it kind of like falls into the abyss like this. And I thought, okay, I need this. I think I need this still. Or that I want this at least. And before it's too late, before this becomes hard to get. And I got it, and I was happy with it. The other one that I missed because I didn't like it, I also realized recently I actually like it very much. One side I don't, but it might grow on me. So that's what Nurse with Wound is to me. One of the very few bands I will give several chances each record. Oh, and lately I also got this Nurse with Wound. Oh my god, this is really a Nurse with Wound stream. This was on my real want list. That was one of the old Nurse with Wound records I was missing. This the first 4 albums, Steven Stapleton reissued them in a box set in the late 80s with a bonus 12-inch. This I had all the original albums, so I wasn't gonna get the box set, which is insanely expensive. But less so maybe than if you got all the originals. I don't know. Anyways, it took me a while to find this at a decent price. It's not decent, by the way. It's just decent for compared to what it usually goes for. Here we go. Exactly. And I mean, this cover art is really good. There are a few Nurse with Wound records on vinyl I don't have because there are compilations of stuff I already have, or samplers. But there's always original art by Steven Stapleton. So if I was to find them in the wild, maybe it has happened before and I didn't. But when you're already that silly that you're so close to having everything, man, should I go all the way? Should I start to get all the CDRs, limited editions, which I have most, by the way. That's a great pick, Alex. Acts of Senseless Beauty with Aranos. Violin player. Romania, I believe. No, maybe from Austria or something. I'm not sure. Or from Hungary. Yeah, it's really a must-have Nurse Susan album. This is a must-have Nurse Susan album. I'm so happy. I'm getting goosebumps right now. So I guess this is turning into like a kind of an impromptu intro to upcoming videos about Nurse's Wound. A band that I always have to remind people that there's lots of humor behind Nurse. Not every recording. This is not humoristic at all, of course. But yes, the record is. I mean, it's called Opium Cabaret. There's kind of something like almost black humor in a way. Good cover, good pressing and printing. Check, yeah, you're probably right. I don't remember. There's 2 albums, Acts of Senseless Beauty. Did you get it on vinyl, Alex, or on the CD? Because it came out on CD originally. The vinyl was only years later, like 15 years or so. And there's another one called Centaur Bicycle that is really almost as good. Yeah, I saw that, Eric. Yeah, $50 for something you don't know. I understand. But I did this 3-part video of the whole Coil discography on vinyl, plus an update last December about all the 2020 Coil related new releases. I should maybe do like where to start video. And which do you remember which one these were? I would strongly suggest you don't get the recent reissue, Russian reissued triple vinyl of Love Secret Domain, because it features lots of bonus material that is totally unnecessary. These are like sketches, demos that are so not up to the standard of the rest of the album, and that I feel it's lessering the effect of the album. While there's a reissue coming up this year on the wax tracks as a double LP, which will mean you'll get all the original tracks plus the few tracks that were exclusive to the CD version back then when it was released. Yes, 2011. Yeah, I think the original is probably from sometimes in the late 90s probably, Alex. See? Ryan, yeah, I mean, okay. So here it is. Here is the original. Love Secret Domain. Covered by Steven Stapleton, Nurse's Wound. With this very nice cock ejaculating pills and semen and colors. But the thing is that when this was released, there was a limited edition companion album that was only available through mail order called Stolen and Contaminated Songs, which got reissued last year on vinyl for the first time. And these are actually the outtakes of the Love Secret Domain sessions. The stuff that was meant as songs and finished, but couldn't find its room on the album, and they couldn't afford to have two official main album studio releases at the same time. So they just did like a 1000 or 2000 CD limited edition, only available through their fan club mail order. They're pretty early on in the underground with this closeness to their fans. So basically, as there already is an album doing that, it kind of feels weird and cheap and desperate to do this reissue with all this bonus material that is basically like cutting floor material. Post. Yeah, I see you on Instagram all the time. I love your channel. Yeah, grab this, Alex. Second pirate session is the best version of Rock and Roll Station on vinyl. Brandon. Yeah, Ryan, this one, I'll explain. Still haven't listened to Calma, to Ariel. These are not as essential songs as Love Secret Domain, but there's a few ones, especially one I think is one of Coil's best songs ever. There's two actually that I think are worth the price of admission, and I'll play them now. Original Chaos Trophy. This is one of my favorite choral songs. Brandon, please don't. But the record is not clean, I see from here. And this record is really interesting because it really showcased how much Danny Hyde was instrumental in Core's new sound from the early 90s. How the electronic treatment, that's from him. That's what makes it so special. And in the next track as well, Who Will Tell, which is, I think, had its place on Love Secret Domain. Love Secret Domain, of course, LSD.
Who's to tell? Who's to tell? Who's to tell?
So this was originally released in 1992.
Who's to tell? Who's to tell? Who's to tell? Who's to tell? Now, John. Never tell. Never tell. Who's to tell? Never tell.
This is typically the kind of sound that Peter Christopherson would find, catalog, and then find a way to use it. But Danny Hyde, I think, really makes them really shine and mesh. See this kind of keyboard, this hurdy-gurdy, slightly treated. Hey, Broto.
John. Never tell. Who's to tell? Never tell.
I don't know if there's that many, but yeah. Peter Christopherson was already alive when there was this whole online archive of their work, including all these demos. But now it's a little bit too much. And some people say that this is also a way to make the other tracks available for the first time for a new generation. Yeah, but they're doing it also in a way like it's limited edition, very expensive. You don't need all these tracks. I don't. But maybe it is interesting. Maybe some new generations will find something in them that I don't. Because I'm already so familiar and close to the classics. We'll see. Maybe something good will come out of it. Hey JJ, I love you too.
Never tell.
All right. So this turned out into something different. But, okay, let's go back to Ariel Calma just quickly. Ariel Calma, he's got like 2 albums from the 70s, plus 1 library soundtrack and lots of cassettes. But oh, you're back, Johan. That was quick. We talked a little bit, quite a lot about Nurse Wound and then Coil, Johan. More than I expected, because I didn't expect this package to be what it was. And now we're back to Ariel Calma. So this is music, I guess, from early in the mid 70s, or mid 70s. But yeah, Coil, all these tracks, like this year has been quite mellow so far. There's been the reissue of Love Secret Domain and of Music to Play in the Dark Volume 1, and that's it so far. We'll see if more comes. Oh yeah, and the third album by let's see. Third album from the Utopia Strong. That's a great album for psych fans who like stuff a little bit on the wild side. Of Pussifer. I don't see that, but Pussifer probably more than me. Yeah, the list holds up. It's funny, you know what? I'll show you something interesting. an album by a guy called Beaumont Hannant. This is electronic music. Let's see if it's on here. It's a guy. It's on a label called GPR, General Production Recordings, from '94, and it's the same label as Black Dog and a few other bands like that. And he has these inner sleeves with recognition for, and the list is kind of his own Nurse's Wound list, but of course not as deep, and but it's interesting. LFO, John Dalby, Otaker, Reload, Richard Brown, Aphex, Soviet France, Black Dog, Public Enemy, Harris, Preachers Free, Houdini, Furious 5, etc. Donovan, Van Morrison, Midbeat Manifesto, Sundial, Big Daddy Kane, Mother Rose, Betty Serviette, Connie Plank, Coil, King Crimson, Pink Floyd, Santana, Transmat, Adonis, Barabbas, the GBs, Curtis Mayfield. So you have to remember that back in '94, it's not like all this info was available on the internet. And I think it's on this record. There's this track called. Let's see if I can find it. So you see, Ariel Kalmar, he's got this whole minimalism. He's of course very influenced by Terry Riley, and I think he met him a few times in the '70s in a musician capacity. And there's obviously influence by Indian music, ragas, maybe also Turkish religious music. So, no, I don't think it's on this record. I'm not sure. Let's see quickly.
Alors, c'est joli ça, hein. Le principe est très beau. Alors, c'est joli ça, hein. Ah oui, d'accord. Le principe est très beau. Alors, c'est joli ça, hein. Ah oui, d'accord. Le principe est très beau. Un poil de plus de longueur de répétition. Tu vois ce que je veux dire? Un poil. Non. De longueur de répétition. Longueur de répétition.
Oh, nice, Eric. I'm really happy. Yeah, it's really it's fantastic album. I'm soon gonna do my best of 2020 video, and it will be pretty high in the list, maybe on the top of it.
Que je vais faire.
Bye, Alex.
Que je vais faire. Je vais d'abord.
I'm happy you enjoyed this, JJ. I'll play this song from Beaumont Hannant because it's interesting. It's this guy doing techno. But this track is like him trying to do shoegaze, not with the right gear. And it's a track that Otaker remixed, but the remix never got released. So yeah, Beaumont Hannant, his first album called Sculptured. I think you can still find it for, like a few years ago you could find these for in Dollar Bin. But this list he made, pretty great list. He went on to produce some stuff for Björk, by the way. Typical shoegaze bass line. Yeah. What's pretty funny is that as it's not techno, obviously he's trying to do like a shoegaze track. The bass is probably not played on a real bass, so it's kind of a little bit rough on the edges on the production side of things. It doesn't sound right in a way, even if the guitar tones are beautiful, but it sounds a little bit like everything is like patched together like in a computer. But I don't know, it still has a charm. I mean, he's probably playing the bass there. It's just that it's very. That's not where he's good at producing. So the sound is a little bit too naked. Very interesting dude to look at his discography. I've got everything to this. It's not that much, man. A real forgotten figure in UK early electronics post club music. There's the big finale, if I remember correctly. This is really, really good. I wish it was just slightly better produced. But this is definitely like a forgotten shoegaze tune. Back to Ariel Calma. Nice chimes or church bells. I'll show you a fun, cool record. Interesting, Ryan. So this is a French 7-inch mini album. Music made solely from bells, church bells. It's a whole series. It's this one. Music solely made from cutling, diners, plates, stuff that you use for making dinner or for eating. But this one, it's got a nice little booklet insert with some history. Church bells. This is really good. This I like much better than the. I like the stuff that is reminding me of Terry Riley, but this I feel is more original. It's like him embracing Luc Ferrari and his own sound. Is it expensive? Oh my god. It's so weird because, you know, there's so many reissues now, and I see these records now. It seems like I feel like a fucking snob having all these originals. But until recently, there was like only one pressing of these records, and until recently, no one was interested in this. I bought this for €5 less than 5 years ago. Yeah, 35 million is pretty high for this. Plus, it's not a great pressing. But good enough. This is in Paris, by the way. Very center. It's on the other, at the far end of the Louvre. So the Utopia Strong is a band featuring Michael G. York, a member of Coral from the mid 2000s. He's a part of two of my favorite Coral records, which are Black Antlers and The Remote Viewer. And this is the band he has with Kavus Torabi, who's a recent member of Faust, a current member of Faust, and Steve Davis, multiple-time world champion of snooker, who's also a music lover with great taste. A radio program where he plays a lot of like Canterbury rock, and they put out 3 albums under that themselves like that. There's also a studio album that is really good, and these are always limited to 250 copies, silk screen cover, every time unique, and all the time signed by the 4 of them. And they're expensive on the second-hand. I mean, this came out. I pre-ordered it in November or October and got it in January or February when it was finally pressed. The two others, I'll show you. It's always like a seal screen cover with a variation on like Dream Sweeper, Alphabet of the Maggie, and here is the studio album of theirs. And you can still find, I guess, quite cheap. Pretty cool cover. And the music, I'll play some of it. This is pretty cool, by the way. Hey Rob. Rosa Crux, Boto, yeah. An alien jungle, huh? Rob. Yeah, mayhem. Is it that expensive already, Brandon? This is the latest one. I think you can probably still find it for like $60. But I mean, or maybe 70. But it's like only 250 copies. It's never gonna be reissued on vinyl. Signed by the whole band. Origin, like it's just seal screen. And music is pretty rad. These are like live gigs or live jams that they have reworked in the studio. And it's really beautiful. It's this side of the choral verse that is probably more welcoming. I think that Alex would love this. Well, to be fair, when they came out, I think they sold for 35 quid new from their website plus shipping. So it's all relative. And they do it themselves. It's handmade 100%. Oh, 100%. They bought some inner sleeves or disco bags. Or did they? Maybe not. Maybe they made them. Nice. I love them. Eric. I get what you're saying, and it's kind of similar to me, except that it's also at the same time grounding me, like connecting me to myself. As I've said a few times, I don't take drugs. I'm totally for drugs, and all the music I'm interested in is, in a way or another, psychedelic nature, I believe. Which is why bands like Pope, for example, Pope, it's what it is. I won't say it's bad. It's actually good, but I don't have a Pope record because there's nothing psychedelic about their music. But this one you can probably still get for cheap, and it's it's as good as this. The first self-titled album. Ah, Adolfo yeah. Good, Brandon. Exactly, seit Denair. Exactly. But that's only our way. People can do whatever. I would have been shocked if you didn't like this rock, because this is actually really good music. Do you think the other rock would like this? Like this enough that you would actually notice it? Maybe? You're welcome. Happy to spread the good word. Yeah, because I guess it's something to talk about it and something else to actually play to all of it. You know, the one thing that I think is the one issue I have with Rob is not Rob Walker, but the Wax, is that whenever he talks about records, I have yet to see him talk about the music and how he feels about it, what it inspires him. The best word I get from him is, oh, it's a good record. Oh, people liked it. Oh, it's worth blah, blah, blah. Oh, I bought it for this. But, and I tried, I asked him the other day about the music from his youth. What does that music inspire to you? How do you want to talk about it? How could you talk about it? And I get this from almost everyone in this, even Anthony, even Mason. But Rob, so far, he hasn't chosen that path, and that's a problem for me. People talk in the VC, talking about music, but not talking about music. I don't know, it's maybe I'm aware. Maybe play something else from the Coil Galaxy. Yeah, Rob, but that's not true. You like more than that. I'm exactly like that. It's just I never felt I'm missing the tappiato on my taco. But I can totally understand some people feel they want it. That's how I feel. That's how you feel. I'm not saying we're right, but when we engage with other people, I need that. Otherwise, I'm just thinking that I can't help think that you're trying to co-opt or to buy yourself into a culture. I mean, it's fine. There's much worse than that. Like, it's not a crime, and it's at one point just let the horses free. Let the horse loose, and show us that you actually like the stuff you're talking about. That it's not just pure data analysis. And of course, it's a caricature what I'm saying, but yeah. So yeah, what's not to like about it apart from the price? If you missed it when it first came out. What's cool is that you can feel these guys, they know what they're doing as well. They like to play together because all these frequencies play and complement each other so well that it's just bliss. I'll play you my favorite chord song. Okay, this will be fun. So this is, and the ambulance died in his arms. This is a bootleg. It only came out as a CD, but it's a quite good bootleg. This is a live show of Coil at the All Tomorrow's party in the UK, April 4th, 2003. The All Tomorrow's party was a party curated for 3 days by Ottaker, Captain Beefheart Magic Band, The Fall, Soviet Friends, Bernard Parmigiani, Public Enemy, Cool Keith, Aphex Twin, just the most insane lineup ever. And I was lucky enough to be asked by them and my friends who were to help them play some music between all the bands. This is a picture of the choral performance from the side of the stage where I was sitting. This is Tom Edwards on marimba, who you can hear right now during the rehearsal. Tom Edwards, who went on to play with Spiritualized. And these are some of the pictures I took of the performance. And yeah, this was just insane. Here is Ottaker playing like a secret show in their own festival. Here you can't see very well, but this is Marky Smith from The Fall. Oh, this is me performing at the closing of the festival with Mara Calix and Andrew Parker, like ironing on stage with the weirdest outfits. In duo with this guy, Mickey Del Castillo. Oh, Flavo Flav. Yeah, the Captain Beefheart Magic Band. Cool Keith, Kurt Massacre, and there was lots of like Jim O'Rourke with other people, Kirsten Hall III, Mark Clifford from Seafield live on guitar solo. Oh, this is my great photo of John Balance. And I think I have, oh yeah, this one is pretty fun.
They were full of medication.
I think I have somewhere, oh yeah, the pleasure of being on stage with Flava Flav. You can barely see him here, but here, Bernard Parmigiani. Oh, Sano. Flava Flav on drums. And somewhere there's a picture of me with Peter Christopherson there, with short hair. Oh, Sano again. Here from the side of the stage, Sano. It's pretty wild. Ah! Do I have it somewhere else? Well, it will be for some other time then. I have a picture of me with Peter Christopherson, me with short hair. There's not that many of them anymore. It'll die. No, it was not my. I was just DJing between the bands. Yay! It's that record above. So this song. So I was there when they performed it for the very first time and only time. And I was hearing him singing this like the Marlin Moon Road. Such a good play on words. I wish I came up with it myself. And then this was released, and I realized that because of my bad English, I misunderstood what he was singing about. A slip in the Moral Bone Road. Moral Bone Road. So basically, hearing him and mishearing him inspired me a very cool name that I've used for an upcoming record of mine. That's the name of the artist. It's an album I did that will come out under the name of the Marlin Moon Road.
And I tried to find my way there.
And you can hear all the vibes. So good.
And I got lost.
And huge creds for that festival to my dear friend Romulo and Josh, who got me the opportunity to be there. These guys, they have this label called Schematic. Some of the most advanced electronic music of the past 20 years, in my opinion. They're from Miami, and you should check them out. Yeah, these photos, they're my my private archives. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, time for a screen capture. Peter Christopherson and the short hair stunty. More coil pictures. And me with the guys DJing on the side of the stage. There was like 3 stages. They did this compilation for the festival. Featuring Earth, Jim O'Rourke, Stasis Otaker, Anthony Shakir, Masters of Illusion. Pretty great. Yeah, so this is my favorite choral track because I was there when they first performed it, and the only time they did it to the best of my knowledge. So yeah, sometimes I probably will post some of these pictures on the Instagram eventually. Basically, I had no phone with camera. I went to buy these, throwaway cameras because I thought this needs documenting. And I'm really bad at taking pictures there, but there's a few fun ones. Like we had some fun there. Ty, the band you saw, it's not my band. It was this duo of electronic music producers, Andrea Parker and Myra Calix, who asked me and a friend to just be on stage and be silly, to goof around, and so we decided that we would be ironing very seriously and menacingly, showing the iron. All right, maybe a little more before I leave you to this. Where should I go after that? Anyone has a request or direction? Oh, this is very nice as well. This is probably way more the stuff that Roswell Ryan would really, really enjoy. It's got this kind of the way John Ballen sings on this is very close to the stuff that I feel he likes. But this is not all about Roswell Ryan, is it? So, what next? Any suggestion? Usually when I have friends over here who come to listen to music, we go like that. I ask them just to say a word, like a theme. Usually, sometimes it's just a word or color, an adjective or something, and we go from there. Just see what inspires us, and then we listen to music like that for hours. So that's why the way I kind of organize my record collection is it needs to be all very personal. Which one is that, Ryan? I'm not good at remembering song names. Ongaku? Yes, I have, but it's in the main house. It's not here. I almost bought a KGI record today, but it was a little expensive. But I think I will go back there and trade it for some promos. I have it here, Roto. Ah, okay. Sabbath and Pearl, okay. Yeah. Well, Purple is easy, but Taj Mahal Travelers.
And you're gonna bring them home. And you're gonna bring them home.
I got a few live LPs from Taj Mahal Travelers. It's interesting. Wow, that's cool, guys. You're suggesting stuff that is not that is a bit challenging. I don't have everything, you see. Kalaksakha? I don't know that. Sounds familiar. Road to Lhasa.
Whatever I look into, it just confuses the issues.
I don't have the Roberta Aki Obrelov with Ariel Kalma because I'm not that much of a fan of that recording, but I love him. I have a Roberta Aki Obrelov. Some of it is so good. So good, so good. They played with Ray Kudler. That's insane. You have to do a video about that, Ryan. Let me see if I can find.
How are you gonna bring them home? And how are you gonna bring them home? And how are you gonna bring them home?
But on the series of the Obrelov with Ariel Kalma, I got this one, which is really good. Yeah, I got some others, but I can't find them right now. I'm not, yeah, Seeking a Friend. I actually have bootlegs of these. Don't share with Taj Mahal Travelers. I'm gonna play something way more normal in a way. This is like an echo from the stream from yesterday. Laurie Goldstone, solo cello, Creekside, from 2013 on Mississippi. Does any one of you know who she is? A lot of you have heard her. So I think that some people would dismiss her because of why she is famous. But this is good. I really, really like this. I didn't know who she was when I got this, but it's pretty fun. She plays the cello on the whole MTV Unplugged session of Nirvana. And this album is really good. Takehisa Kosugi, yeah, I got a few of his as well. It's so expensive, this record. So these are real rare records. I'm looking for some of them on the Alpha or Alma label. I don't remember the name exactly. some of my girls. So anyone knows her? Laurie Goldstone? Yeah, there's a. It's just her solo on cello one. I mean, yeah. It's probably a very cheap record still. I like to play this sometimes with. Oh yeah, the other day I hadn't listened to this in a long time. Does anyone know this? Danceries. Dancerie. With Masahiko Sato. Like group of ancient music from Europe and Japan. Very interesting combo. So it's not like super advanced technical cello playing. It's almost pop in a way. But I don't care. I think it's good. Robert Aki, Aubrey, Love. This one is. Whew. Oh, JJ, yeah. Laurie Goldstone. Which is now mixed with Robert Aki, Aubrey, Love. Robert Aiki Obrelov is he does modular synthesis. He's got like his Euro racks. It's like pure electronic music. It's from 2015. It's one of my two favorite Robert Aiki Obrelov records. He's got lots. Really cool texture, like really cool artwork. It's very cool to play this, to mix this with any like wind instrument, flute, stuff like that. Actually, let's try. We'll find the right piece. But you sure, Ryan, you're not talking about the cello, the violin player that AGK showed yesterday extensively. This calls for some Phoenicia, the band I told you about, the Schematic. This is their second album, or their first real album, called Brownout, which is a reference to a brownout in California when the power went down for days. Cover art by Sean Wolf, who did lots of work for the Beastie Boys. And there's a track on there. It's electronic music, but I think you guys will like it. It's like ping pong game on ketamine. Ooh, you only had YouTube. Thoughts and prayers, JJ. Hey, Miguel. Oh, nice. Cheers to you too. I wish I could go dig records in Portugal right now. Maybe not right now, maybe when it's a little cooler. Yeah, so for me, this came out in 2001, I think. Does it say somewhere? Yeah, there. 2001, yeah. The brownout was witnessed at Catalonia Lakes by the two guys who did this. There you go. So this is a very nice, very cool, very effective, almost visual play on drums. How they don't use a ping pong ball, it's like a metal ball, and they arranged it in a way that it mimics kind of a most insane ping pong game. But it's of course more than that. It's not just a gimmick, it's actually good music. Ah, JJ, well, it's alright. Oh yeah, Nuno Cannavaro Plux Cuba, yeah, such a great record. I think it got reissued for the third time and reissued for the second time very recently. Nuno Cannavaro Plux Cuba, guys, if you don't know about that record, go check it out. I have to be going soon, but I was gonna finish with this. Etavis. Okay. So this is Otaker. Record needs cleaning. Oh yeah, it's super dirty. This is Sickly Sweet. And yeah, it's a play on word like sickly sweet, but it's sickly sweet. And this track is called Crib. Crib is the nickname when you do graffiti. You do the graffiti and then you do your signature. And the name of the signature is a crib in graffiti culture. And as you can hear, this is like an empty can of paint with the metal ball in it. That's like the core of the rhythm pattern in this track. And I could play it like that also. That's a pretty good way to end the stream, right? Mellow. Oteka used to have EPs that came out in 2 parts, which basically means that these were albums. This is like mini album. It's like 5 tracks. And this is from 97. This is 24 years old. Half a quarter of a century. Yeah, bye, Ryan. Rosemary Ryan. It was nice. Yeah, tonight I don't think I'll be going to Rachel's stream. I'll have to be doing some reading, and now I'm gonna go stream after this. Oh yeah. Here's the Creep track. It's pretty cool, but this is the hit. This is a cool Oteka track. The melody is really... And so this band is the one that curated this whole festival. I showed you all these pictures of earlier in the stream with Coil, etc. Yeah, it does. Yeah, sometimes we'll do a stream where we play Gans Graph, the most futuristic music ever. I love this. I haven't listened to this in ages. The melody right underneath. This is Oteka is probably the most important band in my music journey. They are so instrumental to everything. Exactly, the Nordly, the Swedish synthesizer. I'll keep the stream up till later tonight. So if you guys want to check it out, you can leave comments if you need some reference or anything. Imagine this track, and it's not even on an album, it's just an EP. bastard. Attacker starts here, ends here. This is my Attacker record collection. Well, you met someone to talk about it with. I think I have every single Attacker thing on vinyl. Every remix, every track, every edit. I don't think I'm missing anything. It's dedication. Yeah, I'll do that, Eel. And yes, Miguel, you can find this. Well, yeah, the ATP release, I showed it since I showed all pictures. If you came late, go back in the stream. I'll leave it on. You'll find it very interesting, I think, because I showed lots of pictures of the ATP and talked a lot about it. So maybe you were there. So maybe you can leave me a comment. But okay, 5 minutes left, so we can reach 2 hours. No, it's good. It was a good track to end it all. So yeah. So glad some of you stayed on, and yeah, more spontaneous streams will occur. Probably not that spontaneous in the next one, since I think I'm gonna do it on Wednesday evening when I get that other package from Sound Home. But yeah, check it out, and we'll talk later. Have a good one, Eric. And think of our good friends Eric Weinbender. Find the GoFundMe links and help him out. That was some crazy fucking shit that happened to him. He was so lucky that he's still amongst us. I'm not sure. Maybe it will be difficult for it to stay that way. So let's help him as much as we can. I did all the thing. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but yeah. So think about Eric Weinbender. Even with his silliness and his weird obsessions with cheesy, corny music, he's a good dude. So, all right. Peace out.